If you grew up with a mom who never sat down, who was always busy in the kitchen doing laundry, going to work, and always just didn't seem to have any time to prioritize playing, communicating, interacting with you, then this very well could have been a trauma response for her. Now, a lot of times, keeping yourself busy is also a way to keep yourself away from your thoughts and feelings. Now, we've talked about the primitive survival mechanisms of fight, flight, freeze before, how in the primitive ages this was basically to ensure our safety or survival if a danger or threat came around. In modern day and age, because usually in the modern day world we're not being chased down by a wild animal or a fellow cave person is not trying to clonk us over the head and take our food stock, well, fight, flight, freeze shows up differently. Fight might be constant irritation, yelling, shouting, slamming doors, that kind of thing. Flight is avoiding things, constantly fleeing. How do we avoid things? We keep ourselves busy. What do our South Asian moms do? They keep themselves very busy. Even if they're ill, even if their doctor says take a rest day, even if they have every which reason to come and enjoy that Bollywood movie with us, or heaven forbid, sit down and do a puzzle with us or read a book, they just won't. It'll be like pulling teeth. Now, why is this? This is because when we stay still, it lets our emotions come to the surface. It lets everything that we might be repressing rise. So their formula for how to move through any traumas that they may subconsciously or consciously have is to keep everything pushed out and away. See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. So their formula is one that is release the emotion through your hands. That's how in a somatic sense we can conceptualize busy work and household chores being prioritized, but also emotionally keep everything in the peripheral pushed away by having your focus oriented on tasks and other things that are just keeping their whole nervous system, mind and body too busy to pay attention to what's actually going on. Now, on the receiving end of this as a child, what messaging is the kid getting? What messaging were you perhaps getting? You weren't important enough to have them show up to your important things or pay attention to you when you were playing. You were maybe neglected. Often your emotional needs weren't being met. Your physical needs were being very met, but your emotional needs were not being met. Now, this can really impact our self-worth, our self-esteem, because we don't think we're important enough to be paid attention to and interacted with, but it can also create an unhealthy attachment with our moms and our caregivers. What are your thoughts? Have you guys thought about this before? Is this something that's been on your radar? Have you ever wondered why mom never sits down? Let me know.